Welcome to my kitchen. Today we are going to bake some spooky, scary cupcakes. And you know I absolutely have to do it the Ariella way, so these are pre-made, babe. All I need is eggs, oil, and water. I'm set. There's nothing I can do to mess it up. We've got black spooky icing, orange spooky icing, and green spooky icing with eyeballs. Absolutely the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. But wait, there's more. Magic mix, baby. We're about to decorate the cutest cupcakes ever, and I'm gonna update you a little bit. We're gonna chit chat. This is a sleepover vibes. Okay, so preheat the oven to what? 350? Where is that? There really doesn't have a preheat. 350. Thank you so much. Guys, I need you to look at my shoes because they're hurting my feet so bad I need to take them off. But like, please look at my outfit before I do. Like, I'm absolutely so sorry. What? Like, I'm absolutely so sorry. What? Like, I'm absolutely so sorry. You know what I'm saying? Bah. You know what I'm saying? Bah. Bah. Like, the cardigan made it cute. Without the cardigan, it's ugly. Look at these shoes before I have to take them off. They're so cute. And they're from Cider. Thank you, Cider. Okay, we've got more appropriate shoes going on now. Funfetti is literally the best flavor to exist. It's just, there's something about it, and like the Halloween, the fact that there's orange and black sprinkles in it, it's enough to make me cry. This is gonna be the first spooky baking of the season in my new kitchen. That's so exciting. I feel like Betty Crocker. Before I tell you about my trauma, what do we need? Before I tell you what I'm struggling with, what do I need? Before I tell you that I'm crumbling inside, what do I need? 1 cup water, perfect. Change is scary. You know what I'm saying? Change is chaotic. It's crazy. The unknown is scary, but I'm trying to rewire my brain into thinking change is not a bad thing. I feel like you should never stay stagnant. So with everything that's changed recently, it's been a little bit overwhelming for me. Being that like I just moved and I no longer live with my best friend and she lives like 30 minutes away from me and like I don't have any furniture in my house. I don't have any furniture in my house and I've been here for like ever. You know what I'm saying? I've been here for literally ever. The month of October, I've taken on a lot more things. You know, I started my Halloween series. I started to be extremely consistent on YouTube. That was my thing. My whole thing was, if I'm gonna commit to this, I have to be ready to work a lot harder, to work a lot more, be more creative and be more, you know, present in my work. And that to me is extremely exciting, you know? I love working and I love pushing myself. And when I'm not doing anything, it makes me spiral a little bit. I'm like, I'm not doing enough. And so I told myself, beautiful, thank you so much. I told myself if I was gonna do what I decided to do, which was get an apartment, I'm going to need to hustle and hustle and hustle, and that I have. And I have so hard that I hustled a little bit too close to the sun, honestly. But I don't think hustling is a bad thing or anything like that, but I think there's a certain point when you make work your entire life and success your entire identity, it is such a toxic thing. And for me, I've made work and numbers my entire thought process for the last month. It got to the point where I was like, Ariella, you need to chill. Like literally my friend grabbed me by my shoulders and said, Ariella, you are trying to do A, B, C, D, Z, Y, X, W, T, M, L, P all in one day. You need to do A. And then when you're done with A, you need to do B. You're trying to do too much. And I was like, I fear I don't have enough time to do A in one day and then B the next day and then C. Like I need to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I think social media, when you do it for a living, it can be toxic in the way where you do really focus on what you're seeing. And for me, what I was doing was I was putting, and which I still do, but I'm trying to get over it. Literally yesterday I decided I'm gonna stop doing that. I put my value in what I see. Like if I work so hard on something and I put it out and it doesn't do as well, I'm like, oh my God, I'm falling off. Oh my God. Oh my God, I'm literally like I start spiraling. And then it's like, Ariella, you have imposter syndrome, first off. Second off, you're a little work toxic. You're a little work crazy and you need to chill. You need to get your baking pants on. You need to make some Halloween spooky freaking cupcakes and you need to have a grand time. And that's exactly what I'm doing. And guess what? I know I'm talented and I know I'm pretty cool. Some people don't like that. Some people don't like that. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing is the people in LA are not what sister right here, girl. This sister right here is used to. The way that I met one of the people I like low-key looked up to my face, said something where I was taken aback. And I did not hear her. And I was so glad that I didn't hear her in that moment. It was literally an act of God that I didn't hear what she said. But then my friend told me later what she said. And I said, oh my God. I said, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Like, I literally can't do this. Like, I'm not built for this. And then I'm realizing, like, how about you be the change you want to see? Guys, I'm being literally sick right now. Like, I'm preaching to myself in the way that I have chills. Literally, I'm like, okay, how about you just be exactly opposite of those type of people and you bring light into the world. That's what I want to do, is bring light. Be a light. I don't know. Recently I was just faced with that all at one time. Working too hard, meeting people that were crazy, moving and having your house not really be a home yet because there's nothing in it. Hi baby son, do you want a treat? And all of that overwhelms me a bit. Here you go. But then yesterday I decided, no, you're not gonna let those people tear you down. And you're not gonna let the fact that you don't see what you wanna see stop you from what you've wanted to do. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Failing is not doing something wrong or incorrectly. Failing is doing something wrong or incorrectly and then not ever trying again. That's what failing is. I refuse to fail. I feel as though I just rambled for like 10 minutes. But basically, that's how I've been feeling recently. And I just want to be as open and honest with you guys as possible. Let me be that real person, open up to you guys about what I'm thinking in the moment. I'm coming out of it. I'm coming out of this spiral. So that's why we're baking right now. And that's why we're being spooky, scary skeletons. And yes, I'm still working. But this is what I love to do. I actually love filming YouTube. I love baking. Literally, Sav is coming over tonight and we're gonna have a spooky night. She's gonna taste these cupcakes. Hopefully y'all will get to see her. Everything is literally okay. Sometimes it's hard to see that everything's okay. When you're in a moment where like everything feels like it's crashing down, when everything feels so overwhelming and so scary, it's hard to see like, is it gonna be okay? Like everyone says it's gonna be okay. There's light at the end of the tunnel. And when you're in it, you think like, but like when, like how, when, where, what will. As cheesy as it is, you wouldn't know the sunshine if you never saw the darkness. You know what I'm saying? And not to say I'm in the darkness, like I'm fine. After I contemplated my career choice like a million times. Okay, I'm gonna throw this in for, how long is this in for? 34 minutes? No, we're doing 30 minutes. With that being said, my favorite song right now is My Way by Frank Sinatra, because he talks about in the song how he did it all. He did everything that he wanted to do and he did it his way. I think that is so inspiring. Like I want to try it all. I want to be a trillion different things and I think I can be a trillion different things. And I think I can bring you guys along with me. I did recently get super inspired to try out modeling. Like that's crazy to say because I'm like, what? Like what? Like you want to model? Like what do you mean? Like what do you mean you want to model? Truthfully, I've literally always wanted to be a model. Like I have always wanted to walk the Victoria's Secret runway. I feel like a lot of girls do, but I never felt like I could do that. There was a point like last year when I got my digitals taken, well, Sav took them for me, and I sent them out to a ton of different modeling agencies. One really big agency, which I was literally shook about, literally emailed me back 2 hours after I sent them my digitals. They said, come in tomorrow, we need to have a meeting. I had never modeled in my entire life. Like I don't know how to. Like I'm low-key kind of awkward. Like I'm low-key kind of awkward with my body, you know what I'm saying? I left the meeting feeling good about it, whatever, and then I never heard from them. And that deterred me. That made me be like, oh, this is not for me. Like I am not meant to be a model. I didn't follow up. I didn't keep trying. Like that's the definition of failure. Like if you want to do something and you don't succeed at it, Like, I didn't hear the call back, so I gave up. That is failure, period. Now I'm kind of like, have been influenced to maybe try it out again. So that's what I'm maybe trying to dip my toe in, but I have all the odds against me. I have tattoos. I'm 5'7". I don't know if it'll work out. Most likely, I don't know. But I'm like, I'm dipping my toe into different things. I'm like, I also want to do acting. I also want to do this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? But I did take my own digitals. I set up my camera. Maybe I'll put in some footage because I did film it. But like, I'm too scared to post it on TikTok. Like, I'm literally too scared. First off, check this out. I'm so sorry. Absolutely stunning. I did already hear back from an agency and we have a meeting booked. Who knows? I may think that I got the job and they may ghost me. Add it to the list of people that have ghosted me, babes. Guess what? I'm gonna keep trying. And maybe even tomorrow I'll wake up and be like, I don't want to model. And that's because I'm crazy. And maybe I'll wake up tomorrow and say, I want to be a captain of a cruise ship. And I want to go deep sea fishing and be on the deadliest catch. And guess what? I'm gonna go after that because that's what I want to do, because I'm gonna do it my way. Thank you, Frank Sinatra. Anyways, I'm gonna let these cupcakes bake and then we're gonna come back to ice it and get in with more details. They're all different shapes and sizes, which we love. I come bringing cupcakes. All right, let's get into, this isn't hot, by the way. Hey, let's get into decorating. I'm so excited. Spooky, scary skeletons and shivers up my spine. My first victim. Now I will, full transparency, tell you, they are still warm. Can I wait for them to cool? Absolutely not. I can't. We're icing them as they are still warm. I don't want to start here. Green, baby. Where did we leave off? It's been literally so long. Like, I cleaned the whole house. Oh, we'll start there. When I lived in Texas, Frankie, my son, my kitten boy, he's literally the cutest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm gonna film him right now because it's gonna make me cry. When I lived in Texas, he had a brother. It was my sister's cat. His name was Toby. And then obviously, since Frankie is mine, Frankie moved with me. He's lived in Texas, he's lived in Oklahoma, and now he resides in California. My son has been around the world. But when he had his brother in Texas, they were best friends. They cleaned each other. They used the same litter box. They played with each other. They snuggled each other. When we went through that ice storm and didn't have any power, they were sat on the bed cuddling, sat. Now, when I moved to California, I basically, in his brain, his brother is dead. And that thought right there is enough to make me sob. So I can't think about it. He thinks, what happened to my brother? Like, where is he? Like, I'm never gonna see, like, he had to mourn the death of that. Toby's fine. Toby is literally sat in my sister's apartment having the best life of his life. That boy is fine. But Frankie thinks that boy is dead. And Sav is allergic to cats. So my plan was always to get Frankie another brother. Like, he needs a companion. Like, he's an orange cat. If you know anything about cats, orange cats have so much energy. They're crazy. He just thrives off of companionship, off of brotherhood. But I couldn't get him a brother at my apartment with Sav because she's allergic. But now that we live alone and I see him just lay around all day and look sad, it makes me so sad. And I always knew I was gonna get him a brother, but I was like, oh, I don't know when. Oh, I'm going tomorrow. He told me yesterday, there was some communication, clearly he doesn't speak English, but something was relayed over to me in which he told me, if you do not get me a brother, count your days. He told me that. Therefore, tomorrow is the day. I am gonna get him a little brother. And I was like very apprehensive. I'm like, do I get a kitten? Do I get a full grown cat? I was leaning more towards full grown because I rescued Frankie full grown. I didn't have to train him or anything. I don't know a ton about training a cat, you know what I'm saying? So, but now that I'm like, okay, I can't have them compete. I can't have Frankie thinking that I love this other cat more and it be a full grown cat and Frankie be totally like left in the dark. And what if they don't like each other? Like, that's really kind of untrainable. So I think I'm gonna get him a little kitten. I just feel like he's gonna thrive. And I have a list of cat names. Should we go through the list though? Hold on. Okay, we have Randall, Corey, Kenny, Diego, Pascal, Doug, Berlin, and Salem. Like, think of those all with Frankie. Like, Pascal and Frankie, Diego and Frankie, Doug and Frankie. That is so cute. So I don't know, I need to see my kitten before, obviously, I name him. Like, I'll finally feel good about leaving the house. Every time I leave the house, I have an overwhelming sense of guilt. Mom guilt, if you will. Stop it. Look at this cupcake, guys. It's so adorbs. If you have any name suggestions, let a girl know because I am open to any and every. Let me get another knife. I'm like, what other things are going on? I feel like so much has gone on that I have no more thoughts anymore. I just feel as though I'm like, I guess wait for the podcast. I hate saying that. Me and Sav wanted to bring the podcast back when I got a couch, but I'm like very iffy about it because as much as I want to say all my tea, like I have so much tea, I could expose so many people. I could do so much as I want to, because sometimes when people do you wrong, you just want to expose them. As much as I want to do that, I also I'm not that person. Like, I just don't care to give anyone credit. I don't care to bash anyone's name. That's never my intention. Like, I'm gonna say this right now. I'm gonna name drop real quick. When I posted that video of Alyssa Violet commenting on my TikTok, and I posted a video with a sound being like, huh? And I didn't say anything to it. Clearly that was like me being like, why are you commenting on my video? And like she DM'd me and was like, hey, I don't know if like you were making fun of me, but like I love your videos and like I would love to hang whenever you come to LA. I don't know her at all, so I have nothing to say about her. Whenever she responded like that, I was like, ew, I hated that I posted that video because I don't care if someone is a terrible person. Like, I am not the type of person to just like do that. Like, I don't ever want to be nasty. I don't ever want to be malicious. I just don't. That is not my vibe. I live for it for someone else. Like, I love tea. Like, go off. Like, speak your truth. Do whatever you want to do. But me personally, I'm just like, it's not my character. And I just like don't want to drag someone, really, to be honest. I don't like to be that person because that person always comes off bitter. That person always comes off like they're hurt, and the last thing I want is to give someone the satisfaction that they hurt me. And so I just refuse to talk, you know? So I'm like, I don't know. But I could also use the podcast to like not talk about that stuff. Like, I could talk about so many other things. But I guess this is just me asking you guys, what do you guys think? Like, will you guys watch? Will you guys care? And if not, that's totally fine. We don't need to bring it back. But if you will, let me know. We can bring it back and we can do lighthearted things and like fun girly time things. Like, I don't care to drag anyone, even though I could, period. I think me and Sav, when we were talking about bringing it back, we were so like, oh my god, yes. And then we talk even more and we're like, but we're not the type of people to tell our business. I have this thing where like, I don't even like the guys that I like to know I like them. I don't want anyone to know anything. So it's like, why would I think that I can come on a podcast and talk about that stuff? It's like, we're trying to navigate whether or not if we do bring it back, what direction we take it, and also if we even do bring it back. I don't know. These cupcakes are looking scrumptious though. Look at these guys. Sav's coming over right now. She's gonna taste test them. I truly just did my thing. I did my thing on this one. I did my big one. And now I'm sat. And I'm waiting. Oh my god, these are cute. I'm excited. Which one are you testing?
I want the orange one.
Go try it.
Hey guys. Oh. All right. If you don't know, now you know. This is so cute. You can even see the sprinkles on the side.
Make it to a plate because I just vacuumed.
I'm gonna eat
Guys, I'm so like OCD in this new house. Like the fact that sprinkles just fell and picking them up right now.
Oh, God forbid
a
sprinkle fell. Like you don't have a nap or a vacuum. I can't talk.
No, it's fine. I just cleaned it up immediately.
Those with the eyes are cute.
I know.
Okay. Did you poison them?
Yes. Gotcha!
This is good. She can bake from the box. This is good.
One thing about me is I can bake from the box. I can listen to instructions.
Listen, this is good. I did not need this, but I'm gonna go ahead and eat it.
She just went to Pilates too.
I sure did, but one thing about me is I love me a sweet treat. Go off! Go off, Betty Crocker.
Thank you, sister. I accidentally got way too deep with them.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot.
Woo, it's taking a toll, but I'm telling them I'm getting out of it.
She is. We both are. I feel like the change with us not living together was really hard on me at first. And then once she moved in by herself, it hit her. But it's not like I'm not here every week.
Yeah.
This is so good.
Yeah.
I fear we need to make more Halloween treats.
Yeah, I got
Pass them out to the neighbor. Because there's like none.
Oh yeah, because I'm friends with her now.
She's gonna try to become ours bestie. Look at Frankie.
I know, he's like, that's his baby.
Look at him. Do you know you're gonna have a brother tomorrow?
I'm losing space, so
Bye.
stay tuned to the more. We're having more moving vlogs once I get all my furniture, but I'm gonna call you back soon. I love
Bye.
you. Bye.